Y'all read the title right. I'm not even gonna lie to you, alright? Called the job and I told him, listen, I'm sick, but I'm not physically sick, alright? I'm not gonna say I'm really mentally sick, but I need me a little mental health day. Okay? And on top of that, it's a gloomy day too. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit in front of the window and I'm just gonna just talk with you guys. You know, I like to use YouTube as therapy. I know in the comments you guys are gonna say I'm bugging out. This is your career. Don't play around with that. But I don't care, bro. I'm putting myself first right now. All right. Nursing is the real deal, man. And I'm at a point right now where I feel like I'm burnt out, bro. I'm burnt out. And I'm not necessarily burnt out from nursing. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm burnt out from the bullshit that comes with it, but I'm just evaluating my life, evaluating the choices I made, and just trying to reflect and see how I can be better for next year, all right? But anyways, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of The Gabriel Show. You tuned into a therapy session. You guys know how I use YouTube, all right? I like to make best friends with strangers online on the internet, and you guys be giving me some of the best game, some of the best clarity, so I truly appreciate that. But, you know, yeah, I'm home today, and I'm here with my son. He's still sleeping. I got to get his routine going, but he's knocked out, and so I just wanted to chop it up with you guys really quickly and just let you guys know where my mind's at, all right? So it's tough because there's not a lot of guys, first and foremost, who like to talk about, you know, mental health, that like to talk about what's going on in their life, because you know what they do, man, on the internet. There's a bunch of alphas, beta feed kappas on the internet, right? But they're capping, right? Especially black guys, man. Nobody want to sit down and vet and just chop it up and let people know what's going on with them. But they have the highest suicide rate, right? So I learned this, and so this is why I put God first. I stay prayed up. And I just like to talk to people out there because I know there's somebody out there who could be going through the same thing that I'm going through, okay? But as a registered nurse, I've always felt like I've been chasing status. You know, I felt like I've been chasing money. I felt like I've been living for other people, not necessarily living for myself, okay? A lot of the goals people have for themselves and the things they see for themselves, you know, I've made it my goals, and I've learned that it don't even make me happy, right? For example, I blew the bag this year, or in general, my nursing career, right? Buying a whole bunch of cars, maxing out my credit cards, just buying designer clothes, chasing status, going to school for degrees. Like, I got my master's, right? And guess what? That got me a 15 cents raise. And, you know, it's just living for the expectations of people, right? And it's just never good enough, right? I feel like we live in this capitalistic country where you just have to continue to chase, get. But there's never a conversation of contentment. There's never a conversation of just appreciating what you have, you know? Like, I'm literally living in an answered prayer. Feel me? Like, I live in a condo, you know, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm married. I have a son, and that's what I wanted, right? So he could carry my last name. I had the whole dog. I have still American dream, right? But I find myself still trying to compete with people I don't even know, people that don't even care about me. You feel me? Like, for example, the nurses at my job, right? They like going on trips. They like to travel. They going to Afghanistan, Bali, all over the world, bro. Gaza. I don't know, man, but they traveling. And so I found it upon myself to do the same thing. And I done booked the trip every single month this year. I calculated and I told you guys it cost around $20,000, right? And so I went on those trips. I didn't cancel them. I knew I was taking an L. I mean, I enjoyed it because I like traveling. But then I learned that, hey, maybe I was traveling a little bit too much, you know, just to flex, just to show people that I'm living a lifestyle, you know, that I'm not truly living. And honestly, having a newborn, right? It's more a pain in the ass trying to travel with a baby. It's not the same. I had to take the playpen. I had to take all his clothes. And when you actually get to the destination, you're basically parenting in another country. And so, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the vacations, but it didn't really feel like a vacation. I needed a vacation from the vacation, right? So that's when I'm realizing that, man, like next year, 1 or 2 trips, I should be all right. Because I blew so much money on vacations, I was unable, like now, like, I'm trying to get my budget right so that I can have enough money to buy diapers, so I can have enough money to buy groceries. You see what I'm saying? But then I'm asking myself, like, hey, if I didn't blow the bag on a whole bunch of nonsense, I would have been all right. But now I'm looking at the root of the problem. Why did I blow the bag to begin with? It's because I was trying to impress people, And as the man, as the leader of my household, I can't be doing that. You feel me? So I made a decision to stop living for other people. And I wanted to make this video to really talk with you guys, to really help you guys out. Give me a second. My son's just waking up. You should see him. See this kid? So going into 2025, I'm no longer chasing status. I'm no longer chasing money. People think I have a income problem. They're trying to help me. They're saying, no, you should go back to school for your NP. Go back to school for your CRNA. That's not the problem, guys. It's not an income problem. I've made a lot of money already. My wife and I were nurses. It's not an income problem. It's a contentment problem. See what I'm trying to say? I know people who are millionaires who are unhappy, right? I know doctors who are making a lot of money and they're still unhappy. Okay, so it's not just this title. It's not just the money that's gonna make you happy. And I just want to tell you guys that right now, okay? Because look, now that I think about it, when I was in nursing school, I thought I would be the happiest as soon as I became an ICU nurse. And there's some people right now who's watching this video, you can't wait to be an ICU nurse, right? But this is why I'm making this video, because you have to decide what's going to make you happy, and you have to decide, how do you want your lifestyle to look like? You can't live for other people, okay? If you're going to graduate and you're living for what people want from you, their expectations, because people's going to expect you, for example, to buy a gigantic house. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll buy that big house, that 3,000 square foot house. But you know what people don't see? They don't see that mortgage. They don't see that you have to work every day. Not only do you have to work every day, your spouse have to work every day. They don't see the lifestyle, right? It don't matter what degree you have. You could be a nurse practitioner, you could be a doctor, but now you're living to pay for a box, but people don't see your lifestyle. And now you're burnt out, but you can't call out because you're stressing out over all your finances and expenses, and you start to have home buyer's remorse. You start to regret. And not only for houses, it's the same thing with cars. Society's gonna say, yo, you gotta buy this car, man. This crazy car, this Mercedes, this Beam. Oh, it looks so good, but you gotta get it. That's what I did. I bought 2 BMWs. All right. And then you know what they don't see? They don't see that monthly car note. They don't see that car payment. They don't see that you have to work freaking overtime. You have to work 2 jobs. Your wife needs to work now. They don't see that, now you don't have time for your family. Now you don't have time for your kids. Why? It's because of materialism. All right. I'm tired of chasing materialism, consumerism, and in this country, like, I'm telling you, all the other countries are finding out the game, and they're learning that it's better to work a 4-day work week. But you know what? It's the opposite in America. We're trying to add a 7th day, 8th day work week, right? If they can add a day to the week, they would. Because we live in a capitalistic country and we don't know when enough is enough. We just don't know. But, it's crazy? As an ICU nurse, guys, I get constant reminders every single day of what truly matters in life. All right. Once you lose your health, you start to realize a lot of the things you're stressing out about don't even matter. Okay. I worked with this pretty successful nurse. I'm not going to lie to you. Everybody knows she's successful. She lives in a gigantic house. All right. She works very hard. Okay. Her husband, grinder as well. Good career. Just by where she lives, people know she's getting to the bag. Husband, good retirement, everything is good. You already know She's a grinder. She's talking about how like she's doing everything right, right? Investing, putting money to the S&P 500. And people's just wondering like, damn, like we know you got the bag. Why don't you slow down a little bit? But no, she ain't really want to because she's, you know what I mean? She's grinding, man. It's the American dream. But you know what sucks? All right, you know what really sucks? About 3 months ago, her husband got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Right? She has 3 kids. Okay, I think the youngest one's 8 years old, the oldest one's 17. Now look, just recently, he passed away. He passed away, guys. Now, they're not even in their 60s yet. Right? I think they're in their probably early 50s. But I haven't seen that nurse since, right? I haven't seen her since. I think she finally retired. But you know what sucks? It's like, yeah, you retired, you have the house, you have the net worth, you have all that money, but like, you don't have your significant other. You know what I mean? And that pain, I hate to say it, I'm not gonna say I don't feel your pain, but the rest of the world don't care about that pain. You know, society is so superficial. They look at you and they go, "Damn, like you have such a big house. Damn, you know, you have such a nice net worth. You're rich. Oh wow." You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure she got a pretty dope life insurance settlement from him too. But you know, how dope is it if your significant other's dead? You see? So I feel like when you work in the ICU, and for example, I also took care of this celebrity. I'm not going to mention their names, right? But look, I live in New York, and if you knew who the celebrity was, you'd be like, "What? You took care of that celebrity?" Like, you don't gotta Google their net worth. You know they got money. But you know what's crazy? I was helping this person get extubated, managing their titrations. Like, they literally have a tube down their throat. And I'm the person who's managing the sedations, trying to titrate down, me and respiratory therapists and the doctors, we're working together as a team to extubate this celebrity. But you know what's crazy? This celebrity is human. You know what I mean? He gets sick like all of us. You know, and when you think about the reasons why this person even got intubated to begin with, you know, there's a lot of reasons. I'm not going to get into it, but then it's like sometimes you have a lot of money in your pocket where you have access to resources that you would never have access to. You know what I mean? Like broke people in the hood, they don't do coke, bro. They can't afford it. There's some high level drugs that you get into that you would have no problem, you know, you would never get into it because you didn't have the money. You can't get into it. You know, but we're seeing a lot of high net worth people dealing with mental health issues, stress. You know what I mean? And I truly get it when they say money will not buy your happiness. Right? It will not buy your happiness. You got to believe me when I tell you guys that. Once you lose your health, you start to truly realize what's important in your life. All right? So, this is my goal for 2025, and I hope this could be your goal too. You know, really start practicing gratitude, right? Start counting your blessings, okay? And start defining what do you want your lifestyle to look like. How do you want your lifestyle to look like when you wake up in the morning? You know, how much money do you need to fund your lifestyle? Do you even need $1 million? Because to be real with you, like, if I can go on 1 or 2 trips a year, you know, continue to be consumer debt free, you know, and I could have time to just go to the gym, work out, come on YouTube, chop it up with you, play booty tag with my wife, you know what I mean? Play with my son, walk my dog. I'm good, bro. I don't feel like leaving the crib, to be honest with you. I don't. Right? I got my own little bar here. When I want to go out for drinks, I go out to the living room. When I want to go to the movie, I got a 60-inch screen TV up front. Right? We got the IMAX at the crib. I don't even leave the crib. So why is it that I'm trying to, you know, flex and blow money just to reach the expectations of society? At the end of the day, I'm going to be the one who's stressing out. I'm going to be the one who's working all these hours dealing with nursing burnout. Right? And it makes no sense, man. If you're a registered nurse, my advice to you is really try not to do it for the money. I know we need money to substantiate our lifestyles. I understand that, right? But decide what's gonna make you happy. I'm not saying don't continue your education. I'm not saying don't go for a better degree, right? Because we need we need NPs, we need psych NPs, we need CRNAs. But like when you get that job, right? At the end of the day, it's a job. I want you to think about your lifestyle. Like how many days a week do you want to work, right? How many days a week do you want to spend with your wife, with your husband? How many do you want to raise your kids, or do you want somebody to raise your kids? Right? You got to be willing to start living for yourself and not allow society to make the decisions for you to just please somebody. All right? Because you're going to end up like me, calling out of work for a mental health day. But anyways, guys, I truly love and appreciate you guys. Hey, listen, thank you for tuning into this therapy session. I told you I could switch it up, man. I could be a comedian, but I could also be a philosopher if I got to. All right? And the one thing I don't want to be is unemployed. So I'm about to go to the doctor, get me a little doctor's note really quickly. But anyways, I truly love and appreciate you guys. I gotta head out. Peace. I mean, something's really different. Something's really specific. I mean, I really made a milli in a minute. I haven't made a milli in a minute. Maybe if I really make a minute. How much do you make in a minute? Well, I make a lot. Listen, man, the dividend, I make a block. Oh my God, why are they trying to block my stock? Trying to cop a GameStop stock. But damn it, boy, did you make a milli in a minute? I don't know. Haven't been here in a minute. Haven't been in the zone, man. Yeah, I'm finished. And they let me off, man. Yeah, I'm finished.